I'm Leonard Lanu with Mazak. I am product manager for the Syncrex group, the newest addition to the Mazak line, sliding headstock machines. Today we have on display, with me also, is Danny Whitman, one of our applications engineers who's running the machine and join us for this conversation. So today I want to introduce you to the Mazak line, Syncrex. We offer this in 4 sizes, 20, 25, 32, 38, which is on display on the other side of the booth and available in 4 versions. We have a 7-axis, 8-axis, 9, which is a positional B-axis, and then 9X, which gives us full 5-axis contouring. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cycle the machine, show you the part, and we're going to show you the effectiveness of Swiss-style turning. We're going to do drilling together, drilling front and back, simultaneous machine. So let's go ahead and run the machine. So one of the benefits of the Syncrex machine is the base. So the base, you can see, is we call it a HDCC. It's a high damping composite casting, which is a polymer cast base, giving us excellent rigidity, vibration control, and thermal growth conditions. So when we do a feature like the dynamic chip control, where we're oscillating axis and turning, you're putting vibration into a cut. That base will absorb the energy from the tool and give us a much better surface finish, as you can see what we're doing. So now we're doing the mill. Are we milling?
We're doing some head 1 milling. We have a 7-axis machine, and with that machine you don't have the live tools, so we're using a special tooling block to do some face milling.
So the standard, when you look at machines in the Swiss turning world, the 7-axis is allowing us, you look at parts, probably 70% of the parts we machine don't require a lot of bells and whistles. So with a job shop machine like this, you have 7-axis, X1, Y1, Z1, C2, X2, Z2, and C2. So very easy machine to set up and program, but very effective in cycle time and balancing the cuts.
So right now it's using both heads. It's on head 2, doing some slots there. After that, it's going to jump to the front side, spot, drill a bunch of holes, diameter 1 millimeter on the holes.
So the programming of the machine, you see, we hear, Mazak, it's a Mazak Swiss ST style control. That's a G-code 2-channel programming system. Very, very simple to use, very easy to use, very visual. So when you're writing a program, you'll be able to see the lines of code balanced out very, very nicely.
Right after this, it's going to jump into those holes.
So the front holes are a 1 millimeter diameter hole, and we're drilling with that live face drilling unit. We're spotting, we're drilling, and then we do a face mill contour on that with that live tool. Now, the benefit of the Syncrex machine is the live working tools are a modular style tool, so we can pull a cartridge out as you see here, and then we put in a live face milling holder that gives us the ability to have 3 drills on the guide bushing side of the machine, and then it's going to give us 3 additional drills in the counter op spindle, so we can do additional milling work that would not be necessarily achievable without that. Max RPM on the live mill spindles is 6,000 RPM.
So right here, it's going into, it's milling a feature with a C-axis on head 2. I used Esprit to post this part out and do that feature there. Then once it finishes there, there's 6 holes on one location and 4 on a different step. So it's gonna spot all those, drill all those holes, diameter 1.3 millimeters on that hole. Just doing a finish pass there. And this special milling block. It has the ability to program and cut both head 1 and head 2 at the same time.
Yeah, if an operator wanted to get creative, we could have used a right-hand drill on the front and a left-hand drill on the back side and drilled simultaneously.
The way you control these simultaneous modes, it's a G code. It's a special code for us. It's called G130 and then an H argument after that. And it lets you do pickoffs, double-sided drilling, superimposition, and other features. The H8, G130 H8 lets you use B-axis if you have that on your machine. So once it gets finished with all these small holes, it's going to retract, eject. Then we're going to mill some J-hooks, like electrical connector hooks, and then do some engraving after that. Lots of holes, 10 holes.
Lots of holes. So one of the benefits of the Syncrex is its ability to easily change out the collets and guide bushing. So everything is done from the front operator side of the machine. So we actually can pull the guide bushing out, change it offline outside the machine, set it to the tension of the bar, and then we also can bring the head spindle, the headstock will come forward and pull the main spindle collet out there. So everything's done at the front of the machine. We're not kind of reaching over. There's a nice benefit of that. It's very ergonomically designed, very easy to use. The other benefit of that, having the guide bushing and collet at the front side of the machine, is remnant length. It's always a concern on a Swiss lathe is, you got a 10-inch remnant length and a very expensive material. That's a lot of waste. So by having that collet and guide bushing coming out the front of the machine, we can reduce that length to maybe 7 inches, which is substantial. That could be several extra parts for us. Are we engraving now?
Yeah, we're just putting on a Mazak logo and a horse too.
The thoroughbred.
Once we get the engrave finished up, we'll OD turn, groove, and cut off. Again, I used Spree for this part of the program. Just sections, all the 3-axis stuff. I hand-coded. Yeah.
So as with Mazak products, we do offer additional products here. We have the coolant options. So coolant is always a big factor in machining Swiss parts. We have the ability to have your flood coolant, which is always good for heat, but we have the ability to have 213 PSI, and it's a programmable. We have 8 ports, so sometimes you just need a little extra pressure at the cool tip, and then we can actually step up to 2,000 PSI, 8 ports, and those are also programmable because you may not always need to have 2,000 PSI for each application. Sometimes 500 will get the job done, but sometimes you need 2. So right now we're parting off, cutting off.
And that's
our
finished
cycle.
the demo.